A man was being attacked by 3 other men in Manchester's Piccadilly Gardens in March last year when this scumbag, Isaac Francis, 22 years of age, who by the way didn't know the man that was being beaten up, but this scumbag thought to himself, you know what, I'll join in that fight too. I got a knife, I'll run up behind the guy who's being beaten up by 3 other men and I'll stab that guy twice in the buttocks, and that's exactly what he did. He pled guilty to that. He was arrested, he was put in remand, he was given a curfew, and after 18 months he gets his day in court. Guess what happens in the day in court? Well, he says, or rather his defense says, oh, he's only 22 years old. Oh, he's innocent. He's such a poor little boy. He's got a complex psychological background. Oh, please don't be mean to him, Mr. or Mrs. Judge. Please don't be mean. So what did the judge do? The judge says, well, hey, look, the guy's admitted to the stabbing, as far as I understand. Hopefully I have that correct. The guy, Isaac Francis, has got a previous criminal history. He's been convicted of robbery previously. He's been convicted of having a bladed article previously. That means a knife or a sword. So the judge says, oh, this guy's done this before, hasn't he? He's a thug. He's a robber. He carries knives. And now he's admitted to having stabbed somebody twice in the buttocks, which led that man to require stitches for 2-centimeter stab wounds. So you know what I'll do? I'll let him go. That's right. He gets 0 jail time. 0 jail time. The judge decided to take the defense lawyer's word for it. The defense lawyer had said, oh, he's remorseful. He's sorry for his actions. Oh, well, if that's the case, let's let him go. No problems. If he wants to go around stabbing somebody, as long as he's sorry, it's fine. No, you don't need to go to jail. We'll put you on an 18-month community order. Well, what does that mean? Well, doesn't mean a great deal, frankly. It means you're not allowed to drink alcohol for 4 months. It means you need to go to rehab for 30 days. But other than that, do what the fuck you want. It's not really a big deal, is it? You stabbed a guy a couple of times. So what? That's effectively what the judge said or did. Okay, the judge didn't use those words, not my words. I'm playing it up a little bit, sure. But the outcome is as I've described it to be. The scumbag stabbed somebody twice. He's got previous criminal history for robbery and for possession of a bladed article, and the judge saw fit to let him go with no further jail time because he claims he's remorseful. And that's frankly pathetic in my opinion. It's a disgrace. It lets down the victim's family, and really the greater community, the community of Manchester, have been told by this court that, hey guys, if you go around stabbing people, you don't really need to worry about jail. Just say you're sorry. Just claim to have complex psychological needs, and then we'll let you go. Hey, you're not going to do that again, are you? No, sir. All right, fine. On your way. And that's what happened with this guy, Isaac Francis. He's in the news because at least the Daily Mail are disgusted by this situation. I personally applaud the Daily Mail. I like their articles. And the photos do come from the Daily Mail. We see the scumbag Isaac Francis, after he's been let out of court, after he's had his trial or whatever the procedure is called, he's taking selfies. There he is with a shit-eating grin. Yes, that's the technical term, a shit-eating grin. Oh, look at me. I got to stab somebody and I don't go to jail. Ha ha ha. Almost practically laughing at the situation, at the judge, at the judicial system, at the victim. I got away with it. To be fair, it's kind of natural that he's smiling. I would smile too if I knew I was guilty AF and got away with it. I'd be happy about that, you know. But it's somewhat galling, isn't it, for him to have the ability to get away with it and then to boast about it, flex about it on social media, rubbing salt into the wound, again, for the victim, but not only just the victim, you know, wider society. Manchester, be aware that your local thugs might go around stabbing you, stabbing your family, stabbing your friends, stabbing your co-workers, stabbing police officers, whoever they want to stab, schoolgirls. And they might just get away with it with no jail time. They might just be given an 18-month community order. I'm going to be making a video later today about the 15-year-old girl that was stabbed to death when she intervened in a fight. The 17-year-old stabber has been arrested. I'll go over that in another video. My point there is knife crime in the United Kingdom, in England, has been a major problem for quite a while at this point. I'm going to say more than a decade. It used to be a big problem back in the 70s, I believe, and then it started reoccurring starting perhaps in the mid 2000s, 2010s or so. It's a major problem, particularly amongst your teenagers, I believe, particularly amongst your youth, your thugs, your gangs, those that want to be hard. So it is a problem. And look, I'm no expert in law and order, but I think that if you just let these scumbags get away with it, guess what? It's going to continue. I don't think you have to be a genius to realize that. If you want these things to stop, and you really ought to, given your school children are dying because of these stabbing murders, then the authorities absolutely need to take harsh action. And here's another example of them. In the same week that a 15-year-old schoolgirl is stabbed to death, the English authorities have failed once more. So that's all the information that we have. That's all I want to go through. I've made my comments. Perhaps you agree with them, perhaps you don't. If you have more insight or a different viewpoint, please do drop a note in the comment section. I'm going to wrap things up at this point. If you do appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. If you're in a position to consider joining my memberships, please do. The encouragement would be great, but you don't have to, of course. So I'll wrap things up. Thank you for listening. Take care.